watched it.
ആഴലിന്റെ ആഴങ്ങളിൽ അവൾ മാഞ്ഞുപോ നോവിന്റെ തീരങ്ങളിൽ ഞാൻ മാത്രമായി ആഴലിന്റെ ആഴങ്ങളിൽ അവൾ മാഞ്ഞുപോ നോവിന്റെ തീരങ്ങളിൽ ഞാൻ മാത്രം.
So we finished watching Ayalum Njanum Thammil.
Yes. What do you think about this movie?
Okay.
Let's be honest. What do you think about this?
So I thought it was an okay film. I wouldn't say that it was the best that I have seen.
In Malayalam cinema.
You've
seen better.
I've seen better.
Yes.
Mainly because, and I'll tell you why, I felt like there wasn't one story from beginning to end. I felt like there were too many little stories in between, and then you kind of forget what happened in the beginning, and then you try to put together what happens in the beginning and the end. So I felt it was a lot of like trying to figure out what exactly is going on because there's too many little stories.
I like the fact that it was going back and forth. That's the part I like. Only part, like you say, like every part has its own story.
Had its own like conflict or something going on.
And that part I didn't quite get. But overall, like you said, it was an okay film. I said it was a decent film. It was like one-time watch film. A lot of people really liked that film. I wonder when we'll be able to watch this one. We were really looking forward to it. And we first started watching it, the subtitle was like way off.
Oh, yeah.
And luckily, one of our subscribers sent us another print after a couple of days. So we finished it after a couple of days. So I don't know if that's the reason.
I don't know if that's the reason because I felt like in the beginning of the film it was a different kind of pixelization.
In the beginning, it started off really good. We were all into it.
It was really good. It seemed like a mysterious film. The camera is like the camerization. Everything was different compared to in the middle of the film where it started doing like his back life. And it got really simple, and then it went back to that like the furious ending again. You know, from the beginning. The story mainly was Prithviraj in the beginning. They showed him leaving the hospital. Now no one knows why he left. He was getting accused of killing a girl.
Yeah, because his parent didn't want him to do the surgery,
right?
And he did it anyway.
And
without, I guess, their parents' permission,
right?
And that's what they show. And a lot of people got angry at him, wanted to like kill him, I think.
Yeah.
And that's why he left.
Right.
And they didn't really show where'd he go. Like they show him.
It kind of just cut off there, and then it's one of the girls who works in the hospital who's trying to like figure this out where he is. I feel like it was just that was a part was a little bit confusing. I guess like the whole back and forth because you're trying to put together. I think they introduced way too many characters.
Even now that I think about it, they didn't really took that thing anywhere too. Remember the whole expires medicine?
Yeah,
they talked about it, and like the Dr. Ravi showed her he do this like expires like medicine at the hospital. This is what happened. Remember, he took her to this house with a kid.
See, there was no like final conclusion. Yeah, because they never really finished that problem. Like, okay, so here the assistant identified expired medicine in the hospital. So what did they conclude with that? That was like an open thing,
right?
And then there was another thing that was open where the doctor gets caught doing surgery on a girl. Like one of the students catches the doctor doing surgery. And she's like investigating about it, but then that was open also. That they never solved that. Like they never confronted him about it.
The whole thing was like he did it on his own because that the lady was like, we don't believe in surgery. Like the God will help him and he'll be okay in 2 days. And obviously the Dr. Samuel knew that obviously he's not gonna be okay with it. I have to do something. So at like middle of the night, he went in, did the surgery. And the lady thought, okay, like my God did it, my parents like
right. But the students saw that, and then they were trying to figure out why he did that, and they were trying to.
I don't think they ever went in details of why he did it, or he never even asked him why did you do it, like why did you went against the protocol and actually like gave him surgery when you didn't have the permission for it. But I think overall, the story, their main focus was on Dr. Ravi. How from him not being serious about becoming a doctor, not about like he always wanted to like live in the past, kind of want to like be with his friends, have like fun at like college and whatnot.
He pretty much didn't take his doctor education seriously and there comes a situation where he has this conflict with the police officer, and then the police officer's daughter comes in. She's like having like asthma or some problem, and he refused to take care of her,
which was really messed up.
That was really messed up, and that's when Samuel
slaps him and everything.
Samuel like slapped him and was like, "What the heck? You're still a doctor by profession. Like you need to act like it."
Like between yours and the policeman conflict, the kid didn't have nothing to do with it.
Right.
It's your job to like save her.
Right.
You should have done that.
And then Ravi almost lost like his like licensure as a doctor. Like he was about to get kicked out, but then Samuel like stepped up and like he said, no, just keep him and stuff like that. That was kind of like an eye-opening thing for Ravi at that time.
He saved him.
Yeah.
And like he really didn't. He refused to operate her, which he shouldn't have done. And then Samuel came in and be like, "Oh, he was waiting for me." He didn't refuse it. He was waiting for me because he needed more assistance.
Right, so he
and I
saved
wasn't
him.
in town, so he saved him
By making up a story.
Right, by making up a story. I think like I was saying, like their main focus was just Ravi's like his journey from be this like very not serious doctor to eventually start loving whatever he was doing.
Right.
And the movie kind of ends with them going back in a flashback and showing he had the approval from the mother.
Right.
That in the beginning of the movie, those couple, like the father left the office very upset or whatnot, and the mother was like, "He won't listen, just do the surgery, you have my permission, please do it, please save my daughter," this and that. And like he went and did it. Obviously he couldn't save her.
Right.
Lady was like, I'll go to the court and I'll say it wasn't your fault.
She'll tell the truth, yeah.
And the movie pretty much like ends there.
Well,
then he do go back to the village and where the Detective Samuel like passed away
to go see,
I guess he kind of like stays there till he's gonna like take care of that hospital, just like he was doing.
So Dr. Samuel really changed him as a person, and they really showed that in the film, how someone can be so influential and kind of like lead you the right way even though your mind is somewhere else. Because I really don't think his mind was to be a doctor and do all that stuff. His mind was just somewhere else. So that's what mainly
I think movie had very like various loopholes.
Like
as far as like the Samuel kid, all of a sudden he just became a doctor at the end. Like that was kind of like off for me. Like and now like he's the same guy, he just wearing a mustache, now he's a doctor. So I think the movie had a lot of loopholes, but the story was somehow very interesting.
It was interesting, but I felt like it didn't have a flow. Like usually like from beginning to end there's a flow. I felt like in this film we were trying to figure out what exactly was kind of going on with all the situations that were present in it. But otherwise, the story did have strength in it. Once again, there is like a moral to the story.
As far as Prithviraj, I think he acted really good in it.
Oh yeah, there's
like,
no doubt.
And, like he's a very versatile actor. Like we've seen him in like plenty of movies. Like, he's been killed it. Even did this movie as like this like doctor from like very like young doctor who wasn't really into it to becoming one into it. And I think that was really good to see that transformation from him being like that to this. It was really good to see him like that.
Prithviraj, like we all know, acts like with his eyes. I feel like that's all you see, and you just like start feeling every emotion possible. So he acted very well, and the actress in there, that Sanu, who he falls in love with, was in that other film that we saw.
Yeah, the Diamond Necklace.
Diamond Necklace. She was in there. She was the cancer patient in there. So
overall, I would say it was a decent film.
Decent. Okay.
Right. So that was our review of the movie Ayalum Njanum Thammil. Do let us know what was your favorite part from the movie, and do let us know if we somehow missed it.
Yes, if we somehow missed the story, which we were trying really hard to pay attention to like every single detail, but once again, just let us know. And
just let us know, kind of like, if we missed anything, do correct us.
Yes.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, follow social media.
Keep sending your requests, guys.
Bye guys,
Bye.
take care.